Good morning, children, and welcome to your social science class. Today, we'll be taking a geography topic. Okay, and previously we studied about desert regions. Then we studied about Greenland, very cold, desert, very hot, stormy winds were there, and Greenland, glaciers and icebergs were there. But today, the chapter I'm going to take is a place in Africa through which the equator passes. Through which the equator passes. Previously, we studied the places through which Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn were passing. They were the hot desert regions, and we studied Saudi Arabia in that. Remember? We studied Saudi Arabia in that. Then we studied about Greenland, a region near Arctic Circle. Okay, just excuse me. A region near Arctic Circle. And today we will be studying about an area through which equator is passing, and that area is a country in Africa, Republic of the Congo. Now, children, the places through which equator passes, you all know very well till now that they are very hot. Rainfall is there throughout the year. Rainfall is there throughout the year. And hot and humid climate is there. And marshy lands are there. It is hot and wet. And hardly sunlight reaches these areas. Hardly sunlight reaches these areas. So the tall trees, they are forming the canopy of leaves. The leaves of the tall trees, they form a canopy, and because of that, leaves are together, the sun rays hardly reaches the ground, and it is very wet over there. Okay, and outside these forest, bushes are there. So now I'm going to share screen with you all so that you can enjoy the chapter in a better way. Is it clear, children? So, Democratic Republic of Congo, a land of dense forest. Okay, a land of dense forest. Okay, that is a land of dense forest. Now, I'll just share this the area I've shown you about of the forest. See, they are so dense. And just see the canopy, the trees, they are the leaves of the trees, they are so close to each other, the sunlight rarely reaches. Can you see any dry leaf? So shedding of leaves is also very rare over there. Not at the same time. Just see. Always green, always they are green. That's why it is known as land of dense forest. And children, whenever we are studying about the areas near the equator, we all should remember one thing. They are very hot and rainfall is throughout the year in these areas. Okay. Now, I'll move further with this. Now we are going to start with the chapter. To understand the influence of climate on the human and vegetative life in different climatic zones, we need to cite examples of countries that lie in those zones. To start with, we shall discuss the Democratic Republic of Congo, that lies in the equatorial region. Which region it is lying? It is lying in the equatorial region. Okay. So we have taken the country Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay. Now just see the map of Democratic Republic of Congo. Highlighted one is here, and in the map of Africa it is here. Just see, like this shape is going on. This. Okay. Can you see this? Okay. These are the countries surrounding Democratic Republic of Congo, like this here. Just see this light blue color. See, like this. This. Like then again it takes a turn. Then it goes like this. Then it goes like this. Okay. Now, you see, can you see, children? One thing I want to tell you, it is known as a landlocked country. You know why? Because Democratic Republic of Congo is surrounded by land on all the sides. So the countries which are surrounded by land on all the sides, they are known as landlocked countries, and it is surrounded by 9 countries, which we will be studying further. Okay, which we'll be studying further. Now this should be clear. It is lying in the central part of Africa. This Congo. Okay. The equator passes through this country. Can you see this? Equator is passing through this country. Which country? The country which we are studying, that is Republic of Congo. It is one of the largest countries. It is one of the largest countries of Africa and has an area of about 23.5 lakh square kilometers. It is having an area of how many kilometers? 23.5 lakh square kilometers. Okay, 23.5 lakh square kilometers. The Democratic Republic of Congo is located where? In Central Africa, as I told you, and is surrounded by land on all sides. It is surrounded by land on all sides. This is why it is also called a landlocked country. That is why it is also called a landlocked country. Why landlocked? Because it is surrounded by land on all sides. That's why Africa is called. Just see now. We'll see the name of the countries. Okay, now see. Uh, Zambia, Angola, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, South Sudan, Central African Republic, Congo. Okay, and I think Angola also. Just let me confirm. Yes, I'm right. That is Angola also. So how many countries total? 9 countries are surrounding. How many countries? 9 countries are surrounding Democratic Republic of Congo. That's why it is known as a landlocked country. That's why it is known as a landlocked country. Okay, children? Congo, Angola, Zambia, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, Central African Republic, and Congo. Now, we'll move further with this. Now, the names are here. which I was telling you in the map. Just see the locations of the different countries surrounding this. We can say GRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. So it is surrounded by 9 countries. They are Angola, Zambia, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, South Sudan, Central African Republic, and Congo. South Sudan came into existence on 9th July 2011. Earlier, it was a part of Sudan. It is the 54th country of Africa. So Democratic Republic of Congo is the 54th country of Africa. The Congo River flows in the central part, which is surrounded by mountains and plateaus. The Congo River flows in the central part, which is surrounded by mountains and plateaus. It cuts the equator twice. Towards northeast lies Ruwenzori Mountains. Towards northeast lies Ruwenzori Mountains. Okay. So what we have to remember in this paragraph is that Republic of Congo was a part of Sudan. Was a part of Sudan. It is the 54th country of Africa. It is the 54th country of Africa. The Congo River flows in the central part. I've shown you the picture over here. The Congo River is flowing through its central part, which is surrounded by mountains and plateaus. It is surrounded by mountains and plateaus, and it cuts the equator twice. Towards northeast lies Ruwenzori Mountains. Okay. So the Congo River is flowing through Democratic Republic of Congo. It is flowing in the central part, surrounded by mountains and plateaus. It cuts the equator twice. Towards northeast lies Ruwenzori Mountains. Now note the location of major lakes along its eastern boundary. When you see the map, at that time you can note. Congo is the second largest river of Africa, and the longest river is the Nile. Longest river is Nile, and second largest river is Congo. Second largest river is Congo. Okay, children. Second largest river is Congo. Now, this Congo River is clear to you. What you have to remember here, I am explaining you again. Republic of Congo was a part of Sudan, and it is the 54th country of Africa. So anyone asks you, Republic of Congo is which country? It is the 54th country of Africa, and it is a landlocked country. And what do you mean by landlocked countries? Point come here is, what do you mean by landlocked countries? That is countries surrounded by land on all the sides. Now comes the climate part. Now comes the climate part. The climate of Congo is tropical. Heavy rains occur almost daily. Almost daily heavy rains are there. Okay. Now children, one thing should be clear in your mind. The places near the equator, or the places through which the equator passes or near the equator, they are very hot. Why? Because they are receiving the direct rays of the sun. Because they are receiving the direct rays of the sun, and okay, that's why it is very hot. And it is humid also very much. High humidity is there, and rainfall is throughout the year. So temperature is also high, rainfall throughout the year, humidity is also high, uncomfortable daytime, and comparatively pleasant evenings and nights. See children, when it rains, you all also enjoy, na? You feel like you want to go out, you want to go to some garden, you want to enjoy, and cool breeze is there, and really you enjoy. And you tell your mama, mama, make something hot, I want to eat the pleasant weather. So when it rains, we feel very nice from inner side, na? And something comes, yeah, we should eat this, we should eat this. These things come to our mind. So comparatively pleasant evenings and nights are there, but rain is throughout the year. See, children, we have rain for 2 to 3 months maximum. But if it rains throughout the years, just in the climate, nothing is drying, and every marshy land is there, too much of humidity is there. Only pleasant factor is positive. And they are not comfortable during daytime, that's why they are uncomfortable daytimes are there. It's raining, can you do any work? Can your clothes dry when it is raining always? Rain we like for sometimes, but when it rains continuously, then your parents say, oh my god, now it will rain for 5 to 6 days continuously, and how my clothes will get dry, and how, and everyone wants to go to market. Papa wants to go to market or your grandfather wants to go to market, then they have to think during rainy season, and it becomes little bit risky also. And you see the places near the equator, they are raining throughout the year. It's raining throughout the year, so that is not comfortable. In that zone we are not comfortable. If raining is for some time, then that's very pleasant. And you see, when rain comes to your place, when it's raining, but for one day it's okay, next day stop, then you're happy. If it rains third day, then you're happy. But if rains continuously, then you see, say, how I'll go to school, I'm missing my friends, daily it's raining from 7 days and it's raining so badly. And you sometimes somewhere places, those who are on the lower areas, they're having floods also. Then government has to work hard to rescue them also. Okay, so many factors come at that time. So the places near the equators, they're not in the very comfortable. So rain throughout the year, high temperature, high humidity, uncomfortable daytime, pleasant evenings and nights. Okay. Now Congo has hot and wet climate throughout the year. It's raining continuously and sun rays are also direct. So direct sun rays, raining continuously, hot and wet climate. See, compare when you are studying and then you try to learn. It is direct sun rays are there, so it is very hot. Rain is throughout the year, that's why it is very wet. So Congo has the hot and wet climate throughout the year. It has hot and wet climate throughout the year. Rainfall occurs all the year round. Rainfall occurs all the year round and is called the convectional rainfall. And is called the convectional rainfall. Okay. It rains in the afternoon after the scorching heat of the midday. When the humidity hikes, it's very hot, it's very hot. Now it's going to rain, it's going to rain. And afternoon, it starts raining. It starts raining. Okay. Now we'll take the vegetation. Now we'll go with the vegetation part. This region has thick evergreen forest. Trees are tall and hardwooded. These forests are uneconomical. Why? Because of the thick undergrowth of bushes and shrubs. Now, bushes and shrubs near the trees, they also start growing. So it's very difficult to cut the trees also. Ebony, mahogany, and rubber are useful trees of these forests. They are useful trees of these forests. So you should know the name. Ebony, mahogany, and rubber are the useful trees of these forests. The forests are uneconomical because why? Because of the thick undergrowth of bushes and shrubs. Now, surrounding the evergreen forests are the grassland with short trees. Are the grasslands with these short trees. Here, the climate is not so hot and wet. and these grasslands are called the savannas. These grasslands are called the savannas. Wildlife. Many types of animals and birds such as monkeys, gorillas, pigeons, chimpanzees, baboons, okapi, a horse-like animal, deadly insects and python snakes are found in these forests. So many types of animals are there. Monkeys, gorillas. Mostly, I think they are from monkeys community only. Monkeys, gorillas, chimpanzees. No. Then pigeons are there. Birds, baboons, okapi, a horse-like animal, and deadly insects, and python snakes. Poisonous snakes are found in these thick forests. Now, marshy areas are the homes to elephants, rhinoceros, and hippopotamuses. Okay, they are the homes of what? Marshy areas means always they are wet and all. Homes to elephants, dinosaurs, and hippopotamus. Large varieties of birds are also found here. See, everywhere time green is there, trees are there, plants are there. So every animal is getting to eat. That's why many varieties of animals and insects are found here. Now, one important question. Do you know? The thick forests of the Congo are called evergreen forest. Why? Because I told you as before, the trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. At the same time, they all are not shedding their leaves. See, when in some regions, shedding of trees take place at a particular time. When shedding of leaves is taking place at a particular time, it means all the trees are shedding their leaves. When all the trees are shedding their leaves, it means trees are without leaves. But here, they do not shed their leaves at the same time. All are having different times for shedding their leaves. It becomes difficult even for the sunlight to pass through the canopy of leaves of tall trees in the jungle, as I told you. It becomes difficult even for the sunlight to pass through the canopy of leaves of tall trees in the jungle. So the thick forests of the Congo are called evergreen forests. As the name, so the nature. Evergreen, it means always green. Why they are always green? Because the trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. Every tree is shedding the leaves at different times. So when different times are there, the greenery part is maintained. Okay. Now it becomes difficult even for the sunlight through the canopy of leaves. As I showed you, all leaves are together. So sunlight rarely reaches because everywhere leaves are there. Okay. And shedding of the leaves is also not at the same time. So both the points are favoring that there are evergreen. So children, when you're learning now, you learn this way. Then you will be able to learn more properly. Okay. Now we are coming to life of people. So very simple, evergreen. All when the word comes evergreen at once, it should strike. The trees are always green. Congo got independence in 1960 and is thinly populated, 3.6 million people. The climatic conditions are not favorable here. The people living in this region have to struggle hard for a living. Yes, always wet places, wet. How can you walk? It's very difficult. The people living in these regions have to struggle hard for their living. The majority of them are Bantu Negroes. Majority of people are Bantu Negroes. They are tall and have curly hair. You might have seen Negroes. Small, like Maggie noodles. You can see the Maggie noodles if they are just in that position. Just small. I'm just joking. No one should take seriously. I'm just comparing. They have a curly hair and live in a traditional way. They speak the Bantu language and enjoy music and dance. They are enjoying music and dance, and which language they are speaking? Bantu language. They are speaking the Bantu language. People living in Congo Basin are called pygmies. People living in Congo Basin are called pygmies. And out to anyone? Which language they are speaking? They are speaking Bantu language. They enjoy what? They enjoy music and dance. People living in Congo Basin are called pygmies. They are called pygmies. They are short in height and live in temporary huts. Where they are living? In temporary huts. Most of the huts are built on trees or on poles, sorry for yawning, or on poles because the ground is wet and marshy. They move from one place to another in search of food. So they are short in height and live in temporary huts. Most of the hut, they are built on trees. They are built on trees or on poles. Why? Again, I'm saying the same thing, because the ground is wet and marshy. They move from one place to another in search of food. They are moving in one place to another in search of food. Hunting and gathering food is their main occupation. Hunting and gathering, they can gathering food, they have to do from moving from one place to another. And because they are living on the huts built on trees or on poles, they can stay anywhere. Further they can move, and again they can make hut on trees and poles. So they are moving for what? They are moving from one place to another in search of food. Hunting and gathering food is their main occupation. Hunting and gathering food is their main occupation, and they lead a primitive life. They lead a primitive life. This country is very rich in water resources, but they are yet to be developed. This country is very rich in water resources, but they are yet to be developed. They are yet to be developed. Now see, the Congo is rich in natural resources. Natural resources: cobalt, bauxite, cadmium, copper, petroleum, diamond, gold, zinc, iron, manganese, uranium, silver, radium, and coal are the main minerals found here. You just see, children, the list of the minerals. So this area is rich in mineral resources. So many minerals. See, diamond, gold, silver, the precious minerals, petroleum, which is very useful to us. Radium is there, coal is there, zinc, iron, manganese. What is left? That's why this area is rich in natural resources. You should remember. See how to remember: copper, bauxite, cadmium, copper, gold, diamonds, silver, zinc, like this. This region, the Congo region, is a leading producer of hydroelectricity in the world. Leading producer of hydroelectricity. Occupation. Farming is the main occupation here. Shifting agriculture is still in practice. Major food crops are rice, maize, sugarcane, and cassava. Major food crops are rice, maize, sugarcane, and cassava. Cassava is what? Is a root crop, it is shown here, and is the main food of the people. It is the main food of the people. Cash crops of this region are cocoa, coffee, tobacco, cotton, rubber, and oil palm. Fish is an important part of their diet. Many rivers are there. So first of all, shifting agriculture. Major food crops are rice, maize, sugarcane, cassava. Cassava is a root crop and is the main food of the people. Cash crops are coffee, cocoa, tobacco, cotton, rubber, and oil palm. Fish is an important part of their diet. Now comes transport. The transport system is not well developed as it is difficult to construct roads and railways through the thick forest and marshy lands. Water transport is an important means. Water transport is an important means. After independence, there has been some development in the transport system. Air transport is fast becoming popular here. Air transport is fast becoming popular. So, the transport system is not well developed because it is difficult to construct roads and railways. Why? Because thick forests and marshy lands are there. See children, every point has a reason. Transport system not well developed. Why? It is difficult to construct roads and railways. Why? Because through thick forests and marshy lands. Water transport is an important means. After independence, there has been some development in the transport system. Air transport is fast becoming popular here. Important cities and towns. Nearly 30% of the total population lives in towns and cities. Largest city is Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Largest city is Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is situated in the west of the country. Other cities are Lubumbashi, Katanga, Kisangani, and Matadi. And Matadi is the main seaport. Matadi is the main seaport. Largest city is Kinshasa, and it is located in the western of the country, western part of the country. Other cities are as follows: Lubumbashi, Katanga, Kisangani, and Matadi. And Matadi is the main seaport. Okay. Now this is a picture of Kinshasa city. Can you see that? Capital of Congo. Now one thing more. Do you know Democratic Republic of Congo was called Zaire from 1971 to 1977, and it was earlier known as Belgian Congo. It was earlier known as Belgian Congo, and before that it was known as Zaire from 1971 to 77. Political system. It is a democratic republic. People elect the government as well as the head of the state. Now, what you have to do, you have to find the present head of the state. Is it clear? You all should also work a little bit. Who is the present head of the state of Democratic Republic of Congo? Now we'll have a quick review fast. Democratic Republic of Congo lies in the central tropical region of in Africa. Climate hot and humid, bounded by 9 countries and surrounded by mountains from 3 sides. Because it is bounded by countries, it is known as a landlocked countries. It's the land of thick forests. Congo River flows through it. Forests are evergreen. It is thinly populated. Most of the population is of Bantu Negroes. The origin inhabitants were the Pygmies. Kinshasa is the capital of the country, and Matadi is the main seaport. So with this children, I have completed your Democratic Republic of the Congo, a land, a country through which equator passes. Hot and wet is the climate. Humidity is there, high humidity is there. Their roads are not possible. Water transport is more easier. Okay, why? Because of wet and marshy lands. So I think with this we have completed this chapter. Hope you all might have enjoyed the session, children. Listen to your parents and always stay blessed. Take care.